My name is Hernandez from Isovalent, now part of Cisco. In this video, I'm going to be going over how to perform a packet capture with the Isovalent Enterprise platform. Kubernetes tells you something has failed, but what actually happened on the wire? The Isovalent Enterprise platform can help you determine what happened with the feature called Isopcap. Isopcap is a Kubernetes-native packet capture tool from Isovalent. It gives platform teams a declarative way to capture pod traffic using Kubernetes custom resources, while producing standard PCAP files that networking, security, and application teams can analyze with familiar tools like Wireshark and tcpdump. Instead of SSHing into nodes, installing tools, restarting workloads, adding sidecars, or asking application teams to modify pod security settings, users define a packet capture resource. Isopcap agents running as daemon sets then identifies those matching pods on each node, discover the relevant pod interfaces, and capture traffic from inside the pod network namespace. Let's see it in action. A service for a specific application is dropping HTTP requests, and users are reporting high latency, and the application team needs help pinpointing the issue. Let's dive right in and use Isopcap to find out exactly what's going on. The application team reported latency spikes in their traces, but latency number in a trace is only a symptom, not a cause. Let's use Isopcap to figure out the root cause. First, we'll start with the HTTP traffic itself. Let's take a look at the packet capture custom resource. Here, we'll filter based on label and TCP port. Once applied, we can take a look at the status of the capture as it's happening. Note that the Isopcap only captures traffic on the nodes where the application is running. Once that is completed, we can retrieve the PCAP file off the nodes where the application is running. We'll copy it off of one of the nodes. Once copied over, we can inspect the PCAP file using tcpdump like you normally would. Here, we see the healthy TCP connection handshakes where a 200 response is returned. Let's isolate the failures looking for the R reset flag. These resets are the drops being reported. Connection to a port 80 endpoint that gets immediately refused. We can open this PCAP file using termshark for a closer look. Here, you can see the green rows showing full handshakes, and the red rows are showing the reset. This explains the drops, but not the latency. We know that a request doesn't even start without the name being resolved. So since it's always DNS, it's worth taking a look. This packet capture custom resources targets UDP port 53 for the application. We can apply it and wait for the capture to complete. Once completed, we copy the PCAP file over just like before and inspect it with tcpdump. Among the normal lookups, you'll see queries for a name that does not resolve. This probably adds latency to the app the team is reporting. Two short targeted captures turned an "it's slow" report into two concrete findings. HTTP drops from an endpoint that refuses a connection. Failing DNS lookups are at least partly to blame for the latency. Ready to learn more? Head on over to isovalent.com to get started.